Lobo cross country, the men are ranked third in the country and the women are ranked fourth, heading into national championships on Saturday. Last Friday, they had a huge race in mountain regionals, winning both team titles for the first time in 15 years. Hauptum Samuel remains undefeated on the season after winning mountain regionals. Pamela Koskai finished as a runner-up. And so both teams are very much in the mix for a podium finish, if not team title hopes. So huge race on Saturday. They leave for Mizzou tomorrow to get acquainted. So we'll open up with Gauson and then open to questions.
Yeah, all about Saturday instead of the start of the year, November 22nd, national championship. So yeah, super excited to compete. Both teams are looking good, coming off 2 regional wins. It's kind of, strange at regionals because you're trying to advance to a national championship, but you're not trying to empty the tank before you go to Columbia, Missouri. So like where we're at, it was great that we won both. Being BYU women was nice, but you got the big thing is Saturday, but we're healthy, no one's sick. Told them, hey, let's take some emergency and no head colds, no little injuries. But just going to come down to really, really good execution. I mean, a lot of good teams in the country. Oklahoma State, Iowa State on the men's side, women's side, we just progressed really, really nicely. BYU are obviously very good. NC State are great. Florida are really good. So we're definitely in that conversation on both sides. And year 3 for me to take 2 programs to this level has been super exciting. And then you got 2 individuals with Pamela and Hauptum who have excellent shots to win individual national championships. So anytime you're going to any national championship in the conversation, that's huge. Anytime you're going there with individuals who are in the conversation to win, that's big. So yeah, we're right where we need to be. Weather looks good. I'm sure TSA looks like it's good. So if we get there clean and get to the course, we're excited for Saturday.
Coach, you mentioned Pamela and Hauptum. They could both win the national championship, but how do you prepare your runners mentally for something like this? This is the race of all races for them.
Yeah, I mean, they've both been in those situations before. Hauptum, 2 runners up, so he's in a great spot, looks really calm, really relaxed. I think it comes down to little things, just keeping him out of trouble. Let's keep on our feet, keep 2 shoes on our feet. That's big. Same with Pamela. There's a lot of really, really good individuals. We saw one at the weekend in Jane. Doris is great as well. I think the athlete from Washington State is very, very good. So it's a mindset, I think, once the lights are on and, the crowd's there at a national championship, those guys are national level personalities and, they're going to give you national level performances. Pamela did that with 2 titles of the outdoor track season. Hauptum's done that before, but this is big for him. I know he's got, last year was disappointing for him, losing a shoe, but gritting out that second place finish. But he really wants to win. Everyone wants to win, but he's tenacious. He's ready to go on Saturday.
I know Iowa State's had their issues, but where are they at full strength? Have you heard anything about them?
Seems like they've just maybe slipped a little. It's hard to tell. Oklahoma State upset them at conference at Big 12s. Oklahoma State got a ton of momentum. Maybe, Iowa State but they're still really, really good. I think Virginia men are getting better and better. Syracuse looks really good. So it's a crazy meet. You just got to execute really well with everyone to hit it on the day.
And then how familiar are you with the course out there, and what is the routine once you land, once you get feet on the ground out there?
Yeah, we'll preview the course on Thursday. We probably won't. We might get back out there on Friday. I think sometimes you want to stay away from the hustle and bustle and all the teams so it's not overbearing before a national championship. But we'll just stick to our routine. All season we've been trying to get into boring is good, getting a routine of eating the same thing. I'm not a big Olive Garden fan, but they've been hitting it before every single race, so they'll just keep doing that. We'll just keep in our own routine. I think that's maybe one thing that we didn't do last year, that we're just all the little 1%ers, like where you eat, what you're staying hydrated, your routine in the morning. We're just boring is good, and we've executed really well up until this point. And all that matters, is Saturday. We won 2 conference championships. That was huge. But if we got to show up on Saturday, we got to be ready to go, got to get these athletes individually ready to go. It's an individual sport, but it's a team. So we'll spend a lot of time with each individual person before Saturday morning. So it'll be exciting. ESPN, it's streamed live, and it's on ESPNU, I believe, as well. So give a good opportunity for Lobo Nation to watch it, and everyone around the country to watch. But I know we'll have a lot of people out there supporting. Our AD and Amy Baggin will be there as well, so that'll give us a little extra juice on Saturday too.
Coach, you guys didn't have to empty the tank, as you brought up, to do what you did at regionals. What does that tell you about your team?
Yeah, I mean, BYU men are the defending national champions, so we were a little bit more controlled. Some other teams were going pretty hard, so I think if you can stay a little bit controlled and you're, I don't know what, if it's 70, 80%, we looked really good this morning at practice. I think we're already recovered. Going back to my first year, we qualified, but we emptied the tank to get to nationals last year. So we went 19th in my first year, 9th last year. This year, it was kind of a strange team meeting because you're like, hey, let's make sure we qualify, but don't go too hard. So it's one of those ones in the year where you're not trying to go all out. Where this Saturday we got to just completely empty the tank, go into the reserve if we can.
and as far as your expectations and stuff like that, has this program, your teams, exceeded your expectations?
Yeah, I mean, to do it as quickly as we've done it, to get, when I took over our women's program, we only had a lot of them transferred out, a lot of seniors. I think there was only 5 women left on the team. So I remember some days with my staff in the office, like, how are we going to do this? Are we going to get some athletes in here? So like to be back and be in the conversation of a podium. And the men have just been so much fun because, the men hadn't made a national championship in 9-10 years. So it's just been a great build, a great journey going from, like I said, 19th to 9th. So more progression would be good. And, if you look at it on paper, everyone's back next year too. And Oklahoma State, Iowa State, they got some seniors. So all the men are back. All the women are, I think we only lose like 1 or 2 on the women's side. So it's still a pretty young team, and, we're still building this thing. But certainly, I mean, we want to be on the podium. So if that's the goal for sure. Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it.